Oh, I gotta do this.
Hi, everyone.
Tight smile.
Tight smile because he's turning off his notifications.
Yeah, and actually, guys, so all the clowns that are on the show today, can you just turn off your notifications?
Clowns.
Like, you have to do not disturb, because what happens is when it beeps, it's like beep, and then it echoes. It's so annoying. Ask Richard Kind. All right,
That's
okay.
not nice, Seth.
I had to out him.
Don't out Richard.
The point is, this is Stars in the House. Hi, everyone. Stars in the House is a show that happens twice a day, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. every day. Started 5 weeks ago, right now, today.
Today's Monday. Yes, 5 weeks.
5-week anniversary.
God, you lose track of time. Yes.
So crazy. We do it for the Actors Fund. The Actors Fund. James, we're just raising money for rich actors. What's up with that?
No, Seth, we are not raising money for rich actors. We're raising money for any professional in the performing arts who lives anywhere in the United States.
Just on stage?
Nope, not just on stage, Seth. Behind the scenes, it can be opera companies, ballet companies, voice teachers, dance teachers, stage managers, casting directors, grips. What are all those things that you don't know?
Best boys.
Yeah, all those things you
Ushers.
Don't know. Yes.
All the above. Wait, I think we have to kick David out of the studio. David, we got to kick you out of the studio. Oh, there he goes.
Okay.
Anybody that needs help right now, nobody's working. And, you know,
just basically almost everyone.
Yeah, and the reality is most people.
Including agents and people in publicity offices. I mean, there are a lot of people that are losing their jobs.
We know some people that were just furloughed. And you know, a lot of people really do live check to check in quote unquote the business. And
Absolutely.
you know, you think, oh, I'll make my rent money. Like we have, you know, we were just talking to some kind of wedding singer in Texas, and she was like about to make like $300 doing a wedding, and everything is canceled. And it's like people are relying on that money to live. So you go to actorsfund.org. And they'll help you with, you know, medical bills, insurance, rent, whatever kind of money you need. They're really, really great. But the way they normally make money has been Ixnay. They had a giant gala, which is now postponed till
November.
Yeah, till November.
Right.
And then
they need the money now.
They were going to do.
Right. Here you go.
You have to turn towards me.
Why not? You're playing piano.
They were going to do a full concert of Ragtime with the whole original cast, and I don't think it's been officially canceled, but
no,
it's not happening. No. So all these ways they were going to make money has been Ixnay, but now they need more money than literally ever. They've given out more money in the last 5 weeks than they've given out usually per year.
Yeah. Oh, by far. And I wanted to, I mean, we get...
So start donating. Starsinthehouse.com. $5 is the minimum. And $5 would be delicious. If you all just donated $5, thumbs up.
Absolutely. So there are quite a few people that have donated, and I want to just pick out some of the minute, like literally hundreds of people are donating every day.
I'll accompany
It's amazing. Okay, Seth. So I'll just pick out some random names here. Oh my gosh. Michelle from New York, $15. Christina from California, $50. Brianna from Colorado, $10. Taylor from New Jersey, $50. Kaylee from Pennsylvania, $25. Megan from Texas, $25. Michelle from Alaska, $100. Allison from Michigan, $5. Jordan from Wisconsin, $25. Arena from Massachusetts, $18. Okay, now I'm done.
Thank you.
Zoe from Pennsylvania, $25.
End on the button.
But that all adds up, and it adds up to, so far, $229,700 raised for the Actors Fund. And I think the average donation, if I had to bet, is probably like $35.
Yeah, and it's more than 100.
That's a lot of people.
And if you guys donate tonight, I'm going to text some names to Derek Baskin, who's going to read those names and those numbers with some sassy Derek Baskin riffs.
Wow.
So please donate tonight, and I'll be texting Derek Baskin, and he'll be reading some with sassy riffs.
Before we get to everyone from Difficult People,
yes,
which,
Queen.
By the way, that's why we're here is
it's
literally... Yeah, go ahead, Seth.
It's the reunion of Difficult People.
That's right.
Which one is this?
I don't know. We have a mystery guest we don't know
That's
about?
Weird.
All right, we'll find out. I wanted to read this short letter from Jenny from Chicago, and it says, Chicago followed your format, Seth and James. And
town, Chicago.
Not the show. Season of Concern, which is an organization supporting Chicago theaters, had a fundraiser that did like Stars in the House sort of thing. And
on StreamYard.
Yeah. And Jesse Mueller, Chicago native, was part of it, and they raised over $10,000.
That was just yesterday. So we're really encouraging theater companies, anybody, use StreamYard.com. The reason we use StreamYard is because you can stream live. People keep calling it Zoom. It's not Zoom. Zoom, you can't stream live.
Here you can stream on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, /Twitter.
Yeah, do a fundraiser for your theater company. And by the way, if you bought tickets to a theater show and it was canceled because everything's been canceled, try not to ask for a refund. Just say use that money towards keeping the theater alive or the concert world alive.
Okay, Seth, I think it's time.
I
What do
think
you
that's
think?
it. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna bring. I think. Oh, he was the one who left the studio. Wait, now David's back. Oh, because I think maybe Billy's having a problem. Well, we're gonna bring on Julie because she's the creator.
We can bring the creator, writer, producer, and star, 4 in 1,
and also lead redhead. Only redhead.
You want to introduce Seth?
Please welcome the lovely Julie Klossner.
Hi.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Whoa, where are you? It's so beautiful.
I live in the set of Laughing.
That's stupid.
It looks. That's great.
It's home.
You look amazing.
Thank
So Julie Klossner, we met so many years ago.
I was a child.
I was gonna say, I think you called me. I don't know how we met. How did we actually meet?
It was a really bad date, Seth.
I said I was experimenting. You said you were open to it. What? No, seriously, I have no memory of how we actually met.
It was the 90s. I mean, who remembers anything?
Thank you. Okay, so I know you're in my mind, I remember going out, you were talking about being a comedy writer. What were you sort of working as? Like when you got out of college, like what was your job? Were you a comedian, writer, singer? What were you doing?
I was trying to do comedy, and it was and the UCB theater opened in New York around that time. So I had a place to kind of figure out what I was doing, but I was always obsessed with musical theater, and it's still a dream of mine if Broadway ever opens again to, get on that great white way.
Oh, I love that aspect of it. Well, actually, okay, let me say 2 things. You did this amazing comedy sketch. That's when I first was like, oh my God, she's so funny. So talk to me about that sketch that I saw, which is kind of before the internet really hit it big.
I'm gonna have to be more specific, Seth. My body of work is almost as gorgeous as my actual physical body.
There was one thing you did that was funny. No, you showed it to me so many years ago. Welcome to My House. What was that based on? Why did you write it? I'm obsessed with it.
It was based on Brenda Dixon's Welcome to My Home. She's a soap opera actress and an icon. And it was a parody that I did with Jackie Clark over a decade and a half ago, I think.
I got to just show some clips from it. I'm sort of obsessed with it. I'm obsessed, especially with the ending, with the crazy mispronunciation. I'll describe what I'm obsessed with. But first, just watch it. So it's basically 2 soap opera actresses who play twins talking about fashion and getting that look. Here we go.
A lot of times, I'll wear a hat to accent an outfit. Hats are a good way to cover your head.
Hello, I'm wearing the same outfit, but no hat. This is a much softer look, one that leaves your head uncovered. Did you recognize me?
Accessories can really make an outfit, like this belt, gloves, sword, and eye patch. This used to be a boring old pantsuit.
A leisure suit is great for comfort. I added sneakers to make me look like a lesbian.
The pattern plaid has been around for 12 billion years. Don't get me started about the history of plaid.
Why can't I get you started? First of all, it's not pronounced plaid. And what amazing stories do you have about the history of plaid?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me started about the history of plaid.
It's so funny.
So, Julie, how did Difficult People come about?
Yeah.
I met Billy years ago, and the 2 of us just really connected and really loved each other's work, and we're mutual fans. And I wrote for Billy on the Street.
Billy on the Street.
We got to know each other. You owe Mark Shaman $10,000 right now. And after we got to know each other a couple of years, I said, I have an idea for a pilot, and the 2 of us play best friends. What do you think? And he's like, all right, And I wrote this pilot, and then he liked it, and so did Amy Poehler, and so we pitched it, and then we got to make it. So, I mean, it's a deceptively simple story. But
how many people were like, we love it, we are calling Renee Zellweger to play opposite Bill? Like, I mean, how hard was it for you to be in it? Were they like, we need someone famous, or was it easy?
That was never discussed, but maybe it would still be on the air if Renee Zellweger were the lead. I mean, she's very funny.
Is she? All right, let us see your amazing co-star, yes. Mr. Billy Eichner. Hi, Billy.
Hi.
By the way, I love that you're both musical theater people at heart underneath it all. Because I know you used to sing up a storm back in the day. When did you decide to not fully pursue singing?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm making eye contact that way.
I can't see that.
Oh, okay, I see. I never made a conscious decision. I just I was going on lots of weird open calls for musicals in New York in the years right after I graduated college, and wasn't really getting anywhere with that. So decided to lean into the comedy world. Although I was kind of an odd man out too in that world. I wish I had known Julie at that point, but I did not know her yet. This is way before I met Julie. And so I started writing at this one-man show for myself, which wasn't a one-man show. It was a two-hander with me and my dear friend Robin Lord Taylor. He was the straight man to my crazy gay angry talk show host, and we did a live show all over New York, and there were songs in the show. I actually sang in that show, but then when we turned Billy on the Street into a TV show years later, there just wasn't room for singing. Sometimes I try to jam some music in there, but it did not feel organic to what we were doing, and so people just didn't know.
So Billy, I've always loved your Billy on the Street stuff, and way back when you were doing it at Ars Nova. What's the deal? Who the hell's taking off their castanets?
I don't know what that is.
Hold on, I'm going to mute you for a second, see if it makes a difference.
Billy.
That's me?
Yep.
So I'm muting you. Mute.
It goes away.
Okay, I'll take you off mute, but I want an answer. When you sort of, confront these people on the street, and Julie, obviously you're around when it happens, and then you go, ooh, by the way, will you sign a release? People are like, no, I look like a crazy person. I'm not signing a release. What happens with that?
We have a team of producers that follow me around and amazing production assistants. And basically I do my thing with whatever person I just, spoke to. And then a producer or one of our PAs goes up to that person and tries to explain what just happened. And then, they explain it's a comedy show, I'm doing a character, et cetera, et cetera. And then they try to get them to sign the release. And, we've gotten pretty good at explaining the show in a way where people want to sign, and New Yorkers are smart and they get it. And you either want to be on TV or you don't care, or you absolutely don't want to. And so the person makes their choice, and that's it. We don't really fight with people. If they don't want to sign, they don't want to sign.
Is the ratio pretty high then, Billy, that people go ahead and sign?
Now it is, yeah. We've gotten really good. We figured out how to talk to people in a way to explain the show to them and make sure they have context for it. Also, now we have years of videos to show them, so we can pull up a video on our phones and say, hey, he did a video with Michelle Obama and this person, and it's legit, and it's a character, and most people get it,
There's so many clips to choose from, but just for, if no one's seen Billy on the Street, here's just a signature hilarious moment that made me laugh so hard.
Oh, God. Miss, for $1, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
No, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah. The yoga bag. Name a woman.
Sorry.
No, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yes, go.
Any?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is so hard.
Name a woman. Name a woman. Name a woman. No. Katy Perry. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Chris Tucker's back.
Chris Tucker's back. Who cares?
That was so long ago. It's so funny. Yeah.
Okay, so Julie Closter, how did you? Oh, from UCB. That's how I'm muting you because the crazy cast didn't have to drive me.
Kind of. I mean, Billy and I both did stuff at UCB, but we kind of never really. I mean, we did stuff at UCB. We did stuff in the cabaret world, and then we both sort of, found each other, sensibility-wise. So it was kismet. It was a shidduch.
It was shidduch. And then how did you got to Amy Poehler through UCB, through Upright Citizens Brigade? That's how you were able to pitch to her?
Yes, I got to her. I met Amy doing UCB.
Come on, man. It's a big deal. Yeah.
No, I've known her for years. She's the best. Everything that you've heard about Amy, she's a million times greater. Like everything that you'd want her to be, she's even better.
So then after you wrote it, I know you wrote this great role for a mom, and then you emailed me and you were like, oh, you guys are friends with Andrea Martin. Was Andrea Martin in your mind when you asked me to, put in the good word? Was she in your mind when you wrote it?
Yes.
I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna bring on.
She's
Yeah,
here.
just so happens she's here. Billy, I'm gonna unmute you, but if I hear those castanets,
I don't know what to do.
Panic.
what?
platform other than StreamYard?
Is it? Are you eating nuts?
I
I've
don't
never.
know. I'm not doing anything.
All right, maybe.
Maybe
Why
sign
don't you
out.
log
Yeah.
out and come back in again? I'm gonna log you out and come right back. So, click from studio.
Wow, that's rude.
By the way, it's spring, and as I'm talking, there's literally an ant on my table. The amount of ants we have in this house are gonna make me vomit. Okay, so here we go.
Here
So
we
here comes
go.
your lovely mother, the wonderful Andrea Martin.
Hello. Hi, Julie. Hi, TV daughter. Hey, guys, can I ask you this before we go any further? How do I make this little screen bigger? I can barely see faces. Is there
Are you on a laptop?
Yeah.
There should be a square on top. There should be a square on top that you click.
A square on
I could watch whatever. I could watch this for hours.
I know. By the way, Andrea, we were talking 20 minutes before the show. You didn't ask me then?
Yeah,
Well, because I didn't see 4 people. I'm like I'm squinting. I just this
Here,
is
we'll get rid of us. We'll get rid of us. You and Julie
I
talk.
love this.
You know what? I can we just talk to Julie because she knows everything.
I miss
She's
you.
beautiful. She's fun. Look how close I am now to the camera because I can't see anything. I love you. Here, give me
I
a
miss
kiss.
you.
Give me a kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my God. All right.
Okay, stop that nonsense. So, Andrea Martin, you've done so many TV shows. What was the difference doing this TV show versus the other ones you've done?
Working with Julie was really unique. Working with Billy, working with a cast, and working with the material, which was so sharp and funny and satirical and real. So it was. I mean, I love all the shows I do, but this was honestly, this is from the mind of Julie Klausner, and I think that she tapped in something that no other TV show did or has done. I'm so sorry that Hulu didn't pick it up again because I think it's the only take on pop culture or this world that anybody's doing. I think it was truly unique. So, in hip, it's something I don't normally do. So I'm very, very good to be in something cool.
Julie, why did you think of Andrea for the part? What were you a fan of hers from?
SCTV. I mean, there's nobody funnier, and I'd also seen her on Broadway. I saw her in Young Frankenstein, and I mean, she's the real deal. I saw her in Pippin. I leapt to my feet mid-act 1 for a standing ovation, which has never happened before in anything I'd ever seen. She was unbelievable, but she taught me so much about not just being a better actor, but being a better writer. She really helped me figure out like the story of a scene, and she would always point out to me like, this seems to be off the path, and she was always right. And she is so inspiring.
Wow.
Did the role of the mother of your mom change from your first conception after working with Andrea? Did you make her more something?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once you hear Andrea Martin deliver certain lines, you're going to keep pushing that particular note of the symphony, even though you know that instrument can go a lot of different places.
I should have did my own analysis. I feel like the role is kind of it's kind of a combination of 2 of Andrea Martin's classic characters. So this is first this scene I thought from Hedwig, where it's the very glamorous agent, and it's where you have the phone implanted in your tooth. It's so good. Here we go.
The photographer's going to meet us at the store. Yes.
Fantastic. You? Comes and goes. Bill Graham, Ahmed Erdogan, Geffen Schmeffen. The red eye. Hold on, Chris. You love my new phone? I had it surgically implanted. Hold on, but Hedwig. It's an old friend from CBG because he wants to say hello. Say hello. Right there. Try it.
Hello?
He says he loves your work. Meatloaf, Bowie. Bye.
I love the name dropping. The red eye. Shut up.
Geffen Schmeffen.
And then this is the other character.
I had no idea who those people were, but I put my shoulder behind it. John Cameron Mitchell, so smart. Look at all the great people that I've been able to work with. Seriously. John Cameron Mitchell, Julie, Billy. I mean.
Did you say great or gay?
What?
Did you say great or gay? And is there a difference, Andrea?
Look at the great gay people I've gotten to.
Andrea, this is the other character that I feel inhabits the mom, because it's the crazy narcissism. Look how you literally can't, you ask a question and within 1 second you can't sit still because you're completely self-obsessed. I love this so much.
Very good. What in your mind today is the biggest problem that women face today?
Well, Libby, as you know, women face a wide range of problems and have right through time. Our mothers and our mothers' mothers all suffered a wide variety of problems, certainly indigenous to women. But I think we're correct in focusing in on the woman's problem, the woman in the 80s, the woman who is saying, hey, I'm aware that I'm living in a man's world, I'm prepared to cope with it, but I want to change it.
What about weight?
Of course.
Libby Wolfson, by the way, is a huge influence to me as a performer and as a Jewish person that thinks about her weight a lot. And
Frozen.
We did a tribute to Libby Wolfson's one-woman show in season 1. I'm taking my own head and screw it on right, and no man's gonna tell me that it ain't. I mean, everything Andrea did on that show, like I can't, so I won't.
And how much, people always ask this, but would you kind of film it once and then be like, now we're going to improv, or was it always script?
No, we had some fun. I mean, Andrea's allowed to do whatever she wants. She remind me constantly.
But when there's a really great script, you don't want to improvise. You can't do better than what's there. I mean, maybe I threw in a couple of words, but it wasn't like I was revamping the scene.
Yeah, but you came up with some good, like, as they call them in the biz, blows. Although I heard you come out with some good blows in general, Andrea. Your reputation precedes you, my friend. But in addition to that, like, if you know from your mouth to God's ears, if you needed a good joke to end the scene on, Andrea's your gal. It's like having the sports person to throw the sports when you needed the sports thrown.
I love that. And, you talk about all the guest stars, and we've watched the Tina Fey episode so many times. Andrea and Tina Fey together, so crazy hilarious. Julie, who's been one of your favorite guest stars? Because there've been so many titans of comedy on the show.
Chris Elliott was incredibly fun. We had Lin-Manuel play himself, which was exhilarating. That was such a strange day because I know we had Lynn and also like 2 Real Housewives that day. I mean, we had John Turturro. The last scene that Andrea shot for the series was with Turturro, and I could watch a spinoff of just those two having a relationship. I mean, that was kind of like the, rock and roll fantasy camp of it, was that you got to write scenes for like Andrea Martin and John Turturro and then watch them actually do it. And that was amazing. Their chemistry was flawless.
That was crazy because I was really, really crazily shut down and intimidated because I was a huge fan of John Turturro. And I was like, oh God, please, God, please let me just stay in character. And then we had to kind of kiss in the scene. And I hadn't kissed anybody since 1978. So that was difficult. And then I was attracted to him. And then it was supposed to be funny. But thank you for the gift.
It was funny, Andrea. It was funny. It was great. I love the two of you together. We'll have to write something where the two of you are just naked and making love for 2 hours. And then we'll say, oh no, I forgot to put film in the camera. We'll have to do this tomorrow.
Now, by the way, I keep showing these other clips because there are no difficult people clips on YouTube. I was trying to take them, but there's nothing there. I think Hulu has their mitts in them. So FYI, that's why we're just talking about it, not showing clips. But Julie, I've got to give you a shout out because you were the one that asked me to come onto your show called Obsessed in 2007, which is one of my most viewed sketches. So that was a comedy show you had live where people came on and talked about what they were obsessed with. Was that the theme of it?
Mm-hmm.
And were you the one who asked me to specifically do Turkey Lurkey?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Donna McKechnie's performance in that. And I knew that you had a take on it. So
It's so
great.
this is literally right when I met James. This is like I think January, I think 2007. This is the clip from Obsessed. It really, I can't tell how many people watch this, and it's because you asked me to be in it.
Wow.
The end of Act 1 was a song called, what I'm obsessed with this video is that it's like the worst song in the world, yet the most brilliant at the same time. So first of all, the song is called Turkey Lurkey. Now, it's crazy. Literally, so this is the map. It's so 60s. Lyrics, it's Turkey Lurkey time. Tom Turkey ran away, but he just came home. Then, what the hell? And she's gonna do a crazy gong coming up. Here we go, ready? And wow! I had the best time doing that. So I'm so thankful you asked me to do that. It's like my first time really deconstructing a video live. All right, so we've got to bring on a million other cast members.
Similar time, Seth. We thought Bush was bad, remember?
What'd you say?
We thought Bush was bad, remember? Simple times.
Don't get me started.
Oh, this president, so bad.
Hold on, Billy on the street.
I just see a black screen with Billy. I think that David
is trying to help him.
But so I think maybe.
Okay, so hold on. So we're gonna extend Andrea. So Andrea, we're piecing out on you.
You know we're gonna see you soon.
Yeah, you got a play coming up.
I've been on your show so much. People are sick of me. Get to the room, people. Goodbye.
All right, bye, Andrea. We love you.
Bye, Andrea. We love you. We'll talk to you later. Okay, so then
hopefully then there'll be some room for David to help Billy get on.
Okay,
in
so
the
now
meantime,
let's bring on. We tried to do this very organized
we're
stuff.
trying to be.
So we're gonna bring on Cole. Where's lovely Cole? Hi, Cole.
Hi.
Cole.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Bring on your husband, James.
Oh, hello.
Look at you with your Corona beard.
Welcome to my home. We are all Brenda Dixon now.
Oh, honey, you look like a caveman. I'm loving
Thank you.
I
would have. I don't own any bow ties, otherwise I would have dressed in character, you know.
I don't think Arthur would ever have a beard like that.
No, well, I come off as a Felix Unger or an Arthur, but I'm really an Oscar Madison, so I really am a kind of beardy slob in real life.
There are people in Los Angeles who do not recognize James on the street because he does not dress like a natty kind of professor. I have a couple of friends that have seen you at the 7-Eleven on in Los Feliz, and
yes.
I saw this guy in this like really old 80s t-shirt that kind of looked like James Urbaniak. I'm like,
exactly.
That's James Urbaniak. You saw James Urbaniak.
I was a bit more, when I lived in New York, I was a bit more of a dandy. There would be cardigans and layering, but here it's sort of t-shirts and hoodies.
Yeah, you guys don't care. I get it. Whereas Cole is always head to toe in a leather undergarment, from my understanding.
But hello, Cole. So good to see you.
Hey, by the way, we have Billy on the street.
Yay! Daddy's back. Daddy's back and he's angry.
This would have never happened at the Saturday Night Seder. I'm telling you right now.
Because that was
technical difficulties.
That was pre-recorded, mother effer. And then finally, let us bring on, speaking of Saturday Night Seder, she's still having a Seder right now. She's one of those really long Seders. Jackie Hoffman.
Yeah.
Jackie, I think you muted yourself, which is shocking. Jackie, you have to unmute yourself. Hold on. Click the mute.
Yeah.
There she goes.
Click the mute.
Hold, please. Here we go.
You can't silence Jackie Hoffman.
Got it. Why is this mute different than all other mutes?
So, Julie, tell me, and also, Billy, I don't know if you're involved, but tell me about the casting process. How did you think of these clowns?
I wrote all these roles specifically for these actors. And no one else. There was no one else in mind. I mean, Jackie Hoffman is Ruffle. Like Cole is Matthew. Arthur's James. I don't understand the question.
I know what I was thinking. Okay, so wait, Jackie. First, I got to talk to you for a second. You know, I'm so obsessed with so much of the stuff you did, but I was just listening recently. Your dreidel is so hilarious that you did for Broadway Cares, the dreidel song. You have to listen to it because I'm obsessed with the word. Billy, I'm muting you. Hold on. If I hear that crackling.
Poor Billy.
Saturday Night Seder. There we go. Anyway, Jack, I'm obsessed with how you sing the word learn. Now, when you learn, it's literally an ooh vowel on the word learn. Here we go. Listen how great you are. I'm obsessed.
Hello,
Hello, hair sprites. Oh, how precious. You're playing with a dreidel, which is a time-honored tradition for our people.
And it's good family fun.
Hey, I won! Like hell, I won. No, I won. No, you didn't.
Boys! No. Now when you learn to make the dreidel spin, you know our people always win. Keep spinning. Learn to make the dreidel spin. You know our people always win. Keep spinning.
Oh, look.
Okay. Then your keep spinning at the end is so what? Yes. I will allow him 1 minute of a comment. Billy, what do you have to say?
This was your first artist saying you don't have to.
And there's talking.
There's someone else talking.
What's happening?
Not since Mary.
I don't know what's happening.
Not since Mary's Virgin on Friday.
Yes. Okay. So wait. Okay. Let me focus for a second. So Billy, first of all, where are you? New York or LA?
I'm in LA.
Okay. And the first question, which we always ask people, which we've actually skipped over tonight, James, why don't you ask? It's our signature question. Let's ask Billy.
Oh well, I'm afraid to ask now. What do you do to stay healthy during all this, Billy?
Yeah. What are you doing to stay sort of mentally and physically healthy?
What am I doing to stay healthy? I don't know. I guess I'm doing what everyone else is doing. I text Julie a lot, and we still say terrible things about people, even at this time. And what else do I do? I don't know. I'm watching movies. I'm watching TV shows. I'm watching old movies. I get it. Like
we're gonna leave
spirals.
What depression spiral?
You know, like watching old. No, that's what I'm doing.
Any working out? Frozen. Not since Adina Menzel. Okay, I'm focusing this. Cole. Okay, I was of course doing my research. What's the wig obsession? How did that begin?
I can't talk about it. I don't know. I just I like pretty hair, and I like a lot of it.
And did you just pick up a wig and then go, "Oh my God, this looks like Bernadette. I'm going to play Bernadette," or were you like, "I've got to find a Bernadette wig," and then you found it?
Well, I thought like I was trying to think who I look most like. And I was like, I think if I were to do a drag impression of anyone, it would be Bernadette Peters because I have a round face, and huge tits. So I got the wig, and the rest, as they say, is none of your business.
Why the arm spinning? I was watching the video so many times. Is that based on any reality? You just decided to be fun to spin the arms nonstop?
That's what she does when she sings Unexpected Song.
See,
she always does that. Swings her arms.
Let's see your version of it. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's great to visit old work, you know.
It is so hilarious. Okay, now for some reason James is muted. Rude. Did we mute him or did he mute himself? Hold on. I'm gonna unmute. Okay, James, you muted yourself, which is
yeah, that was deliberate because it's a very busy household. My wife is actually on a video conference a few yards away. So I'm just trying to keep it quiet.
We get it. You're married.
Yes. It's a very 2020 household here at the old house.
I have so many questions about the show. Julie, why the doggy obsession and where'd you get the doggies?
We got them from a professional animal handler. And I like you, I love animals. You love animals. You've got dogs, right?
4.
Yeah.
But those are not your actual real life dogs?
No, those are professional dogs.
So when the show went off the air, were they?
They were killed.
What's wrong with the comedy? Jeez. It's called Yes and. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And Jackie Hoffman, first of all, Julie, did you actually name her Rachel, or was that Jackie's idea? Because it's
I named her Rachel.
It's so passive aggressive because some people can't pronounce it, so it's already alienating people just with the name.
There was no question that Jackie Hoffman would play the character of Rachel. It's like breathing air.
I only play people you can't pronounce.
Name me some other signature Jewish characters you played, Jackie Hoffman.
Oh, Prudy Pinkleton, Grandma Adams, Mrs. Healy.
There was a Bella Abzug biopic, I believe, that you started.
Jackie Hoffman is the best synagogue jokes. Jackie, tell people how you always know if you're performing for a primarily Jewish audience.
Oh, well, if you're performing for a Christian audience, nobody stands up and says, louder!
It's always louder. So, Julie Klosser, the episodes are so intricately plotted. Was it one of those things where like, this really happened to me, I can't wait to put this on a show? Or was it like, what the hell are we going to write this week?
Sometimes the stuff on the show came inspired by things that had happened in real life, but we always tried to take it to a crazy place and then interweave the other stories. Cole was a writer on the show. He was a gift and is a gift in the room and beyond.
I did nothing.
You did too.
Would you guys?
You came up with the whole like the sweet tea thing where everybody's sharing it, and that's how everyone gets high on ayahuasca. That was a Cole Escola situation.
And I think I came up with the name Inez.
By the way, someone just wrote.
I don't know if you did. Weird thing to take credit for.
That's funny.
Someone just wrote, I think Julie Klosser might be a genius. I'm going to watch Difficult People as soon as this is over. But I don't know if they're saying they're just discovering your genius right now, so they want to watch this new show they heard about, or they've always loved Difficult.
Regardless, in the end.
Let me know when you're sure.
Yeah. So before, I'm going to bring on a lot more people, but what is happening? Like, what's your next TV show that you're writing?
I believe you're watching it.
Right.
Putting faces.
This is sort of a variety on Match Game, especially when you held up that sign, like Charles Nelson used to do.
Yeah.
Hold on, Billy's back on the street. Let's see what happens this time. 1, 2, 3. Billy on the street. Hi, Billy.
God bless him that he keeps trying.
Hi, I'm trying.
You sure are.
We so appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
Okay, so James, I know that your wife's in a conference call. I don't want to bother you.
No, please, you can. I'll just speak louder than her. It's a little war in here.
I'm done.
Oh, she's done. My wife has finished her video conference.
Woo! Your wife is done! Yay!
The apartment is mine. Thank you.
Is she a teacher? Is your wife a teacher or something?
She is an animator, and her company is maintaining their business during this trying time because they can all do it on their computers.
Right.
Tell me the bizarre David Letterman story, like that.
Oh,
what is that, and how did it happen?
Oh, you're referring to my appearance on the late night with David Letterman in 1983.
Yeah, when you were like,
when I was 19 years old. Well, the short version is I went to see the show, and I loved the show, of course, and I was very excited to be there. And I went with a friend of mine. And the night before, he had told a joke and messed it up. And so the night, yes, and the night I was there, he tried the joke again, messed it up again, and then he laughed and said, "Damn it, this is the second night I've screwed this joke up." And he took a beat, and with the impetuousness of youth, I shouted out, "Can I try it?" And he brought me on stage, and then I told the joke very badly. It's really embarrassing that footage is still out there, but that's what happened.
I wouldn't. Well, let's judge for ourselves how you told it.
Oh, you have the clip.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. This is me at 19. This is the first time I ever saw myself on TV. I was very nervous. I was looking at the monitors, and I realized what I had just done was a bad idea. But go ahead. I'm also wearing some nice 80s glasses.
Yeah, you don't seem nervous though. It's actually adorable. Here.
Oh, I'm
Do you have any joke telling experience? Not that it does any good, obviously, but okay. Well, I covered the cigarette butt, so you don't need to do that. Okay. There it is, number one, right there.
Oh, well, it's like written in little words here. Okay, new lottery. You can, this is the, okay, all right. The New York City Parole Board has a new lottery. You can win a chance at a brutal crime spree.
The uncanny thing about that is I now have a son who's about to turn 14, and I strongly resemble him in that clip.
Chris, you do.
Amazing.
Wait, so do we have any on-set mistake stories? Like one time the dog peed right on my joke, or
No, it's more like one day the dog did what it was supposed to do. It's more like, yeah.
any Jackie, how about, does your shadle fall off? Any kind of on-set story I need to know about?
Girl, I want my own hair.
Well, the most notable mishap was when a truck ran into a group of trailers that were outside, and caused a lot of damage. And fortunately, no one was seriously hurt, but it could have been catastrophic. Billy was in the trailer at the time.
Billy was thrown across his trailer by a boar's head meat truck on a snowy day.
An event that was later obliquely referenced in another script because no one was seriously hurt.
And also, I heard Andrea's trailer almost got hit, and when I heard Andrea Martin was almost killed, I started practicing my trapeze work.
That's an asshole.
Jeez.
Intro.
But we were the god of comedy was watching over everybody, and no one got smashed.
That is scary, man.
It was scary. Yeah, my trailer had a big hole in it, but I wasn't in it at the time, so I was on the set. But yeah, that was not a funny mishap, but it worked out okay.
A terrifying
We're
one.
all still here.
And Cole, people are commenting on how much they love you on the Amy Sedaris show. What's it like working on that show?
Heaven.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's like being in a cartoon. But Julie's worked with and I met her doing Difficult People.
You met Amy?
Yeah, I met Amy. She played the minister at my wedding. And then she worked at a
sporting goods store at one point, and then she was a tour guide in the third season.
Yeah.
She and Debbie Harry were in a lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
And they kept popping up.
Julie, we have an important question. Do you still have the clown whore costume?
Okay, that could mean two things. One is Patches, who was a mentally disabled balloon salesman, and the other is the time that I was like in a fashion show that was clown themed. Neither of those characters are sex workers. So yes, I do.
I think what happened is in both of those costumes, you emanated an erotic frisson, which this person is describing, framing in that way. That would be my theory.
Baby.
Yes.
It's my DNA.
James, who are you basing your character on? Because you're obviously much more mellow. Who are you basing your uptight, bow-tiedness on?
I think that's just, see, the funny thing for me is I didn't think he was uptight. I thought he was like a nice guy. And that's why I love playing that, because normally most of my TV work is like playing killers and red herrings and perverts and procedurals. So no one ever cast me as a relatively normal person. So I was just delighted that she cast me as like, he's sort of a straight man in a way, but I have a certain persnickety default.
Yeah.
That I guess I drew from. That it's there, even though if you lived with me, you'd realize I'm a slob. But I'm trying, right, honey?
She's back on a conference call.
Yeah, she's back. Whenever she doesn't want to talk to me, she pretends she's on a conference call.
Jackie, I found this fun clip that we did together just to show how quick you are. This is from when I was doing Disaster on Broadway. I invited some of the original Hairspray cast members to come on stage, and people bid for you guys to sing from Hairspray, and they gave money to Broadway Cares. So you weren't in the show, but Carrie Butler was, and just listen how you sassed her very well because Carrie forgot her lyrics. You're very quick thinking, Jackie. Here we are.
So busted. It's been a long time. I gotta tell you, I've been out.
She's the one who's working, and I'm not.
That's your go-to complaint, but it really worked there.
Yes, now it's true for everybody.
Brava. All right, we got to bring on our diner workers, right?
That's
We
right.
Brought on some. All right, so
Cafe, yeah.
we're gonna say goodbye.
Billy's still muted.
I'm uncomfortable with him speaking. He is a foul mouth. Now let's try it. 1, 2, 3, Billy.
Yourself. It's bad over here. Very bad.
Billy, we're just enjoying your pretty face
Yes,
and
it's nice seeing you.
comfortable nodding. So you just stay right there.
We'll put you on mute. You can nod.
You can nod. Okay, so we're gonna peace out to Ms. Hoffman. Go observe Shamini and Saris.
Bye,
Whatever's
Jackie.
happening. We love you,
Bye,
Jack.
Jackie.
Bye,
And then-
James.
Bye, James. Go get your bow tie ironed. Cole, go straighten those
Well,
curls.
Cole worked in the cafe, but
Oh,
we
do-
don't have. We
do we
can
have-
only have.
Yeah, we don't have enough
room for
screens.
6, unfortunately.
I understand.
Sorry, Cole.
So go straighten the screen. Okay, then we have. So here we have the lovely Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hi.
I never met you. I think you know my friend Lindsay Lavin from 1,000 Years
We've
Ago.
met plenty of times, Seth.
What?
Yes, we have. We've met a
And I
bunch.
must have been super. I remember Lindsay saying, "I know Gabby," and I felt like too intimidated to ever mention.
No, we talked a bunch. We talked about Lindsay, and I could not remember her name until you just said it because she used to date my friend Adam.
Well, right back at you, and I couldn't remember you, so I guess we're even. Okay.
Yeah, we are. Hi, Billy. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Gabby. How's the kitty? Where's the kitty?
Oh, literally right here.
Aaron?
Oh.
Say hi, Aaron. I did not know that he was trapped in here with me. He just jumped up there, scared the shit out of me.
He is the love of your life and mine, possibly.
Yeah. I like him way more than I like my boyfriend. I don't.
I'm obsessed with my dog. All my dogs. All right, we got Shakina here. Hi, Shakina.
Hi.
Haven't seen you in so long. Good to see
I know,
you.
it's nice to see you. I'm so glad to be here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Billy. Hi, Julie. Hi, Gabby. I just texted
Hi,
you.
Billy says hi. I'll translate. Billy says hi. And then we have the lovely Broadway star, Derek Baskin.
What's up, y'all?
Woo! Derek.
Okay, so Julie, were all these roles also written for them? Surely you didn't write every single role for every person you've ever met. Like, didn't anybody audition?
Yes.
So you just had like first choice. I love it. So a couple of things I have to say. So first of all, Derek,
yeah,
I know it's mean, and I know
don't do it, Seth.
I'm sorry, girl. I don't think everybody knows this story, and I think it's important that you share it with everybody.
Oh, come on now.
Well, we're getting some dish.
We know that Derek Baskin's an amazing singer. So surely if you were you would say, when I grow up, I'm going to be a singer. He's going to move to New York and be a singer. So Derek Baskin did move to New York, but not to be a singer. Derek, please tell everybody what your number one job dream was when you moved here.
I ain't saying it no more, man. I ain't doing it. I ain't playing this game. I ain't playing this game with you, man.
Oh my God, you told me. Don't make me reveal it.
All right, damn it. All right, shit. I wanted to be I want to sing, sorry, language. I wanted to sing jingles, but I wanted to be a hand model.
Oh.
We'll show the hands.
I'm nice.
model.
I'm just saying, I can hold a phone, you know, I can shave.
It's so specific.
It's very specific. It is, but it's the truth.
Did you know like a famous hand model and you were like, that's my idol, one day I'll be?
Listen, someone told me you have very, very nice cuticles and you have a nice hand. And you know what? You should give a shot at hand modeling. And I took that and bought a ticket to New York.
Wait a minute. Did you ever get hired?
Never. Not once. Not once.
There's still time. You got to moisturize, girl.
Yeah, I got to moisturize, man.
Okay, so Shakina, I feel like you're such a combination of everything. You're like actress, activist. Like, what are you focusing on right now?
Getting through it, Seth.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to figure out like how I should be handling it, I guess. And I know that I want to be making some kind of like output to share and bring positive energy into the world, but I haven't quite figured out what my quarantine voice is yet. But I'm seeing that it's supposed to be tomorrow night, so we'll be watching that. Can I say that on the air? I don't know.
Wait, what are you doing tomorrow night? One more time, what?
Manifest Pussy, my solo show that now I'm saying twice on the air.
That's okay. You've done that everywhere. You're doing a live version of that tomorrow?
Not live, but the first recording of it ever that I think Julie was at the night before I left for North Carolina. Musical Theater Factory is screening it as like, because they got to raise their money too.
Right.
So we're doing like a YouTube premiere on the Musical Theater Factory channel, 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Is that the organization that you're sort of a part of, like raising money for new creation?
Yeah, I mean, I started it. Yeah, it's all new musicals, mostly by underrepresented writers. And yeah, now I don't have anything to do with it other than I left it in good hands, and occasionally they like share my stuff.
But I think that's how we met, was through our mutual friend Joey Munda, right? And then you came into For America, and you introed Ingrid Michaelson.
Yeah.
I did. That's right. That was a really lovely moment.
I was going to have Ingrid come on tonight. I was texting with her, but she had like a Zoom writing conference right when this was happening. I was going to have her surprise you. But I found this great clip of you singing. But I love it because you do my favorite thing, which is when you go into head voice, you mix the high note with your hand. I thought it was so.
Yeah. Okay.
I do that all the time as a joke. I love that you did it here. It's right on the high F. Here we go.
We're gonna make some brand new musicals. Afford to stake some brand new musicals.
Do you do that when you're rehearsing? Why are you doing that in performance?
No, because it was like a joke video that we made for Gregory Maguire, who wrote the original book of Wicked before it became the musical. He has the Elphaba Foundation, and so actually the very first major grant that we got from Musical Theater Factory was a gift from the Elphaba Fund, and so I made that video as like a parody. Thank you. So yeah, it was just me in the back of the porn studio with a fan blowing on my face and some green paint.
It's so good. And by the way, you have an audience member who wants to know, how can people access Shakina's show tomorrow?
Oh, well, thank you for asking, New York Energizer. It's going to be on youtube.com/MTFNYC, the Musical Theater Factory's YouTube channel. But it'll be all over my socials, Shakeen's. You can't miss it. I'll be blasting it everywhere. Maybe my castmates from Difficult People will help uplift. It'll be fun.
Julie, had you seen Derek in any of his myriad of Broadway musicals?
Yes. I was nominated for a Tony. I don't know if you know that. It's very exciting.
Julie,
I called Julie Boss Lady. So when I got nominated, she's one of the first people to send me an email and congratulate me. I was like, thanks for thinking of me.
Thrilling. That was, and hopefully the without a doubt, the first of many. Derek's talent is out of this world.
Julie, was there
gave him to do. And the great thing is, everybody on screen now, and pretty much everyone in the cast can sing. I mean, everyone's sort of like Broadway ready. Talented, fabulous cast. I mean, I wish we could have given them more, because like, if you look at all this talent, it's ridiculous. It makes me sick, Seth.
I like when Weber Ray sings. Weber Ray sings, I got 5 on it.
But that's the thing about New York. You have these people who can do everything, and they're just happy to bring what they have to the role. But their talent is just overwhelming.
And Gabby, I found like a video of you singing. I'm like, why is there only a video of you singing on a weird flip phone to the side? Like, and that's the only one I've ever found. When you have such a good voice, so what's happening with that?
I don't know. I don't know. I can sing. I think that I think my mom is a really, really great singer, and that keeps me from ever singing professionally. For now, until she dies.
God forbid.
No, she's gonna die.
Kinahara.
But I think, I don't know. It sort of feels like, she's like really, my mom is like really a really, really good singer, and it always feels like my whole life it's been like, can you sing like your mom? And so now I don't try. I have my lane. I sing for fun in the shower.
She's never tried out for professional musical?
I have actually. I mean, like when I was doing college theater, they were mostly musicals, and so I was
Oh, freeze frame.
Glinda the Good Witch, Wiz,
Oh, in the
I've
Woods.
sung a bunch of stuff. I did audition for Into the Woods, the movie, but I auditioned for Little Red, and I kept being like, are they sure they want me to audition for Little Red Riding Hood because I'm a grown-up Black woman, and not like a small child? And they were like, no, we want you. So I auditioned, and then they cast a small child. So there.
Okay, so I was researching, of course. So I was looking.
Oh my God, can you guys not hear me?
Yeah,
no, we can hear
We
you.
got you.
We can hear you. No, we heard the whole Into the Woods dish. So, Gabby, I was researching, and I found your audition for Precious, which you were amazing in. So that audition, have you ever seen that audition clip of you for Precious? I can't believe you
I don't know
can't
if
hear
she
me.
can hear you, Seth.
Oh no, not when the internet is. Can you hear me, Gabby? Gabs.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So you've seen the clip of you auditioning for Precious.
I can hear you. Yeah, you're talking. It's got a little wonky, but yeah, the audition for Precious.
Yeah. Okay. So your acting is amazing.
Yeah.
Can we discuss your quote unquote acting partner? Who was reading with you?
Wait, it's just I can't hear anything.
Who was your acting partner in your audition?
Your reader.
Oh, who was my no one. It was the reader. So
okay, were you as
it was just the reader. It was just the casting people. See, like when I auditioned, it was my audition, so I don't know. Wait, what?
One more time, your internet is so wonky. I'm missing the best story of my life. There's a lot of choreography.
It's so wonky. I can't hear anything. Yeah, the last thing I heard was who was my reader, and it was just like a casting person.
Yeah, but were you as devastated as I was from the acting talent? Okay, all I see is laughing. Okay, all I can say is let's just all watch. So, guys, Gabby's acting is unbelievable.
Devastated about what?
The acting level of the reader that was with you. Do I have to text you?
Yeah. Or Derek or Shakina can translate.
Yeah. Can you text Gabby and ask the question before I start the clip?
Okay.
It's 10:30.
Okay, I hear
Huh?
All right, Seth, say the question, and I'm gonna try to repeat.
Difficult people, difficult Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I understand, Derek. Derek, you say it.
You understand me? All right, what you got, Seth?
Was Gabby as devastated as I was from the acting?
No, my Wi-Fi is fine. I can hear Derek.
Were you devastated by the acting of your reader? Were you devastated by the acting of your reader, the person who was helping you on your audition? Talk about the level of your reader.
Okay, for that specific audition,
Yeah.
not really, because it was my first audition and I don't know how things are supposed to go. Like I'm still to this day, like I'm not great at auditioning. I don't know how it's supposed to go. And so no, she was fine. I got the part, so I wasn't devastated about anything.
Okay, well, let's just take 10 seconds and watch this. Gabby's acting, sorry, honey. Gabby's acting is so amazing. And the person with her, it's almost as if it's English as a second language. Like there's no emotion and she's sort of shocked by the words she has to say. And poor Gabby's like so in the moment and brilliant. I'm just obsessed with how good you are and how, I don't know what's happening on the other side. ESL, as we say. Here we go.
Your baby okay?
Yeah, he good. Just gotta stop breastfeeding him to be safe.
One time in your journal, you told me that you had never really told your story. Right.
For what? How? I feel like...
Feel like what?
Like I'm drowning in a giant river.
You had never told your story. Right. Feel like what?
Feel like what?
I can't. You're amazing. And then it's just a person in a state of shock. I'm out. Anywho, Derek Baskin, how is your entire cast dealing with Broadway being shut down?
We're all staying in contact with each other. We're just all trying to make sure that we support each other. It came kind of really fast, so I'm kind of concerned with people who don't necessarily have the savings just making sure that everyone has at least the very least grocery money, and so we're all just kind of just staying in contact with each other, just to make sure that everyone's okay, and we're kind of like pooling our resources just to support each other.
And you're telling them to go to the Actors Fund if they need it, right?
Yes, absolutely. We know about that for sure.
Yeah, anyone that's having problems with like rent, health insurance, all that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
you know, it just came so sudden, and people think like Broadway. A lot of times it's like you're making all this money, but a lot of times, especially in the ensemble, you're not really making that much money, and sometimes you're still living paycheck to paycheck. And so when something like this happens, you're just not necessarily prepared for it, and you just want to make sure. I'm trying to make sure that my friends are like okay.
That's nice.
Chiquita, you're sort of from the downtown theater scene. Do you have friends that are struggling right now?
Yeah, I mean, not only downtown theater scene, but also like a bunch of like trans artists who also have like, so many obstacles already in their path. So there are a lot of, I think, mutual aid networks that are starting to pop up. Actually, one of the things that we're trying to do here is start a hydroponic garden in the backyard so we can grow produce for ourselves and our neighbors and some friends in the neighborhood. So yeah, just trying to find ways to be there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we said, go to Actors Fund if you need help. By the way, I got an emergency text from Jackie Hoffman. I was the reader at Gabby's audition. So people want to keep watching Difficult People. They just go to Hulu, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Now and forever, like Pat.
Are you one of those people, Julie, like, I can't watch myself on screen, or you watch yourself?
I hate it, but I love performing, so I gotta do it.
It's such a hilarious show. I'm gonna just show one final clip to show off Derek. Derek, I found this clip.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's good. It's so cute. I don't even remember doing this. I was playing for you at Sirius XM. This had to be probably 10 years ago.
Yeah. Me, James, and Jay.
Yes, and James Monroe Iglehart is behind, and then he's doing an amazing riff, and he's like, it's like a lot of like nodding. It's
That's
so
my best friend, man.
It's so cute. So I'm fucking out on the piano, and you're sassafrassing. You sound amazing. Here we go.
Fresh relations yield crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. No.
Everyone is mute except for me.
That's why he's lonely. That God, he is
My hair's so short.
I'm looking for a shoe to throw at you.
I mean, he's just so effortlessly like. If I watch him and Chiquita sing, it's just like it's just so natural and strong and knock it off.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Difficult People the musical.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man, we got to do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was told this was raising funds for. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I do.
It's a backwards audition.
There we go.
Hilarious.
I think we lost him at that.
We lost poor Billy. Billy, I'm texting you. Too late, girl. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's out. All right, guys. It was so great to have you all. Andrea waited the whole time. Andrea, look how cute she is.
Love you all. Hi, Andrea.
Man, listen, watching Andrea do her thing, I gotta tell you, it's a master class. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, she is the comic genius. Is ridiculous. Like, it really is ridiculous. It was an honor. I gotta tell you, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but like, it really was an honor to watch you do your thing, man. Every time we shared, like, I was like, I get to watch this woman do her thing. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh gosh, thank you so much. My gosh, thank you. I'm gonna say thank you and take it in, as opposed to you don't know what you're talking about. Thank you so much. It means so much to me, especially in this world that we're in right now. That there's so much generosity of spirit and kindness, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for being such a lovely person, all of you guys.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
So guys, you can always, tell your friends, this is going to stay up at starsinthehouse.com so they can watch all the fun things Billy said tonight. And for the viewers, tomorrow, I never know what the schedule is. Tomorrow, 2:00.
You're in town?
Oh, reunion of Broadway's You're in Town.
Oh,
with the original cast.
And then tomorrow
Oh.
night,
I
the
know.
new One Day at a Time cast, including your theater.
I know. We got to get those
tomorrow at 8
donations,
o'clock.
people. We need
That's
famous
right.
people.
No one else has this programming, Seth. This is unique programming.
We're trying. We're trying.
Well, and then Wednesday, we've got Little Dog Lab with Julie White, the original off-Broadway cast.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So good.
Lucky.
Wow.
All right,
We're
so
trying.
I'm going
Roll
to
the
play out
credits.
the
All right, you're going to
credits.
play it out? Okay.
This is for Shakina.
Oh, okay. There you go. Hold on now.
Oh.
You're out.
Love you guys.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Hi guys.
I don't know the damn song. Here's Wizard and I.
What happened to Dr. John LaPook?
Dr. LaPook, well, we had 10 people. We could only fit 10 people on the platform. So we told Dr. LaPook tomorrow night come back. So he'll be here with Norman Lear.
What about Dr. Vinny Boombat?
He was not available. All right, we're going off the air and broadcast. Bye, everybody. Thanks for donating. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I'm still here. Bye.
Bye, James. Stay
Bye,
well.
Julie.